get creative. Go back 5 years and say, hey, what would I do if pmax didn't exist? The things probably they got here in the first place, you know, what you were good at back then. Go back. Here's what I think is important. I think at agencies, we try to do what's right by the client, regardless of what the client knows. So it's always, and this is like, you know, Ben, like what you're having that same issue. It's what I always try to teach is educate before you disrupt. Disruption is swapping to standard shopping. Educate is, well, yeah, but it doesn't look as good. And that's why, like in the mastermind I teach, is like knowing your top line KPIs, knowing those measurements first. You may find out that Performance Max was better than standard shopping. I hope you do. I hope you don't measure it by what it can attribute to itself. I hope you measure their client's bank account. That would convince me. But in-app where it's like it remarketed everybody omni-channel and showed an ad on YouTube and got an engaged conversion. Fuck, I'm not convinced. But if the client health got better and scaled, yes. So what I would say is always make sure that you're educating the client on what should move. If you're measuring in-app, you're playing Google's game and they're going to win every time. And then you become commoditized by AI. Yeah, because as long as I have Performance Max, why do I need an agency? Shit. I mean, literally, if you say like, hey, let's run Performance Max, it's like, cool. So you're going to set it up, I'll fire you next week. Fuck. Yeah, probably. I mean, how much do you really do inside of Performance Max? And how much does that actually make a difference? It's demand capture. It's not demand generation. So when you're talking about expansion, I would not run PMax for expansion. It's the least effective network. Can it? Yes. Is it the best? No. That's why YouTube was at a 1 and Mosey Tea sold $500,000 of tea infusers that also sell on Amazon, like every other Tom, Dick, and Harry that sells a tea infuser on Amazon. It made $500,000 in 60 days on YouTube with one video, by the way. But PMax didn't do shit. But what I'm saying is if you're looking to expand, don't run PMax, measure outside, teach that to the client. I've never really had a moment where I say, don't look at in-app. We're going to look at your profitability in your bank account, lifetimely, as an example. Look at lifetimely. And you say, if lifetimely shows this getting worse, then fire me. My one company, for example, this is my company. I know we're at time, but this is worth just a 2-minute share. My company, we hired an agency, a meta agency, because I was too busy to run the meta ads. April 9th is when they started. And I said, you know what? I could give a shit what you do. I'm not even going to log into meta. I don't care anything that you do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put your fee into lifetimely. And all I'm going to look at is what was the profit before and after hiring you. Excellent. Like I wish clients would measure me this way. So that's why I did. I said, okay, April, we fired them, 2 days ago. So here's what happened after we hired them. The previous period, not second year. April 9th, we hired them. June 26th, we fired them. 9% increase in sales, 131% increase in marketing costs, and I put their fee in there. Yeah, I hired them. My company lost 20 grand. Okay. What was the in-app ROAS? Fuck you. Don't give a shit. I mean, it's really that simple. So that's what I like is I don't necessarily, sorry for cursing. It's just I get really passionate about this and I like actual metrics and good results, but I really could care less what they did in meta, period. It did not work. I can't afford to hire them anymore. That's it. So I would say if your client is going to say, no, I will pay you more if you lose me $20,000 in net profit because you have a 7x return in app. Does anybody actually think that would work? Why do we accept that measurement then? They could have had a 10x in app. I don't care. I lost 20 grand. It's out of my pocket. They're fired. Easy peasy. So I don't care what, that's what I say is measure what the actual business health is. It allows you to be good marketers again. Allows you to take back the control. Run YouTube, run meta. I mean, get creative. Go back 5 years and say, hey, what would I do if PMax didn't exist? The things probably they got here in the first place, you know, what you were good at back then. Go back. It's very simple. So I would say that is educate before you disrupt. Educate of here's how you're going to measure my test, and then disrupt the ecosystem of your paid media platforms in a better sense. That's what I want you to reflect on. Hey everybody, John Moran here, and today I'm going to share with you why I'm moving almost all of my customers off of Performance Max when new customer acquisition is the goal. So it's not that Performance Max is a bad campaign type, it just sucks at acquiring new customers effectively. Performance Max saves some of the daily budget for repeat customers. It also